Hello and welcome to this presentation about a story that relates to Power Platform and private household budget calculations that we are doing at home. So just for you as a background, here's a short agenda. I will start with the first topic from a famous Star Wars movie. Then we will have a look at a hope. And finally, I will show you how the Empire is striking back. So let's get started. So what is the problem? Well, the current way how we record, at least at home, some of our private expenses is of course in Excel. That's easy. And here's a sample. That's not what we actually use. That's just a sample with different categories, different months. And then you see, for example, food and drink. You just enter in one single cell different elements and then maybe put a comment. So that is not the most efficient way to do that, probably, because you always have to click in this cell, click here, put a comment. So it's really a manual process that is very time consuming. So what did I thought about? Hey, let's make it easier. How can we do that? Well, if you know Power Automate, the AI Hub, here we have the AI Hub, then we have an out-of-the-box receipt processor. And this one you can directly integrate in a Power App. And that's what I did. My Power App, well, basically what you get is the upper part, but I added a bit here below to make it look a bit nicer and colorful because I like colors. And then I got this finished and showed it to my finance manager. And before I tell you what happened, I want to show you how I created this and how I designed the whole thing with out-of-the-box features. So let's have a look. Okay, so I'm here in Power Automate. I opened here the AI Hub and you see here the AI models. And the one I used is this receipt processing. So I did not change anything. I did not even train something because it's already pre-built. The only thing I did is, hey, use it in an app. That's what I said. And then, well, basically what was built is this app. And then on top, you already have a part that is called, here, if I click on that, we should see that. That is called receipt processor. And this one here basically holds all the information. And then I came here and added some fields where I said, okay, in this field I want to see the merchant name. In this field I want to see the merchant address and so on. And to make sure that we can identify things later on, I have here a field that adds R for receipt with the translate and the merchant name as a unique ID. Of course, this would not work if I shop 2 or 3 times a day in the same shop. Here it's Lidl, German supermarket chain. But because we are not doing that usually, that we shop 2-3 times a day, that's not a problem. Then the other thing is here at the bottom, a gallery that shows you the different elements of the receipt that was identified. But let's have a look and do a live demo how this works. So I'm taking here one of my receipts. So I tested this a couple of times. Here is from another supermarket chain where we bought some stuff. You see, this is the shop, the date, the total amount that was identified, the address, and then you can see here the details of what we shopped. And if there's no difference, then you can submit it into a Dataverse table. I have a Dataverse table behind. I will show you that in a minute. But if there's a difference, let's say here, if we have only 14, then you see you cannot submit it because there's a difference. Okay, so let's refresh that again and submit it. And what happens when you submit it? The records will be written into a Dataverse table, and you can see here 575. That's what we just added. That's from the supermarket chain, DM in this case. And then here you see the different categories what were added. So that's basically what is happening. We are writing data into a Dataverse table. If you notice, hey, there is a mistake, you can click on the correct button and then you will see the records from the Dataverse table in a gallery. I use the gallery, and if you say, hey, I don't like something, yeah, then I filter, for example, for this DM, these 3 records, and I can delete them individually or just delete them at once, the filtered records, and the others that I had here, it was from Galleria and Lidl, they are still there. Yeah? But in our statistics element, only the 2 are there. The other one that we deleted is out. Yeah? And then you can do a correction here, add another element if you want, if something is missing and was not correctly identified, and so on. Yeah? So that's basically what I want to show you. Now, before we go back into the PowerPoint, let me show you some technical details. If you are not interested in that, just fast forward, and come back when we are going into the summary section, because there's something important I have to tell you. Yeah? So, but now for some details here, you can see what is happening if a change is happening. I'm basically pasting all of the identified information into a receipt collection. Yeah? So basically these elements are put in a receipt collection, and then I have here the gallery that is using this receipt collection to display things. Okay, so very easy. Then we have here a delete button that removes something. Then we have a refresh button where I can update prices and the name that I see here. That's pretty easy. Then if something is missing, you can add something here, and this is done with a collection function. Also pretty easy, that adds this to this collection. And finally, if everything is okay, I submit it into my Dataverse table, and I'm using here not a flow, but I'm directly patching it. Yeah? So you see here, I patch it to this Dataverse table, and here are the details that I patch. Yeah? Sometimes you have receipts where the quantity is not stated. It's just stated, okay, name and then nothing. Then I say, okay, put a quantity of 1. Yeah? Or if the price, the single price is missing, yeah, for the item, but only where a total price for the line is shown, then I'm doing something else, something similar. And then here in step 2, I navigate to the statistics side. That's a separate screen that I have that shows you the graphics. And then here in step 3 and step 4, I'm basically creating another collection that I use for my graphics. I'm basically summarizing here for the total price based on item name. And then I'm doing something else. I'm grouping by merchant and by item price. Yeah. So what is the effect of that? Well, I have 2 different collections that I use then for these graphics. So super easy. Yeah? Last thing is this correction thing. Yeah? Again, here we have a gallery. That's the browse gallery that I use. Yeah? It's basically pretty standard. I sort it by column and so on. Yeah? And have here a search box that allows me to search. And of course, here is a delete button that deletes an individual item. But if you come here and want to delete everything from Lidl or something, I added this one here on top. And what I did is the following. I said, okay, remove everything from there. And then I just used this kind of string from my filter or search or collection button. So let me show you that. In the browse gallery, you have this one here. And I just used the same, just copy and paste it into my deletion button, so to say. Okay, so that's it, what I want to share with you. So if you want, you can build something yourself for home. But to get it implemented, there's an important story that I want to tell you next. So after this short demo, let's have a look at how the Empire Strikes Back. And well, some of you might guess it. The old way is the new way how we record private expenses. We are doing this still in Excel. And let me explain you why in my summary. Well, the thing is, if you want to implement a Power Platform, a Flow, a app, Copilot, whatever, it's more than just building this. Yeah, you have to pick up the people where they are. You have to show them the advantages, and this was my problem. There must be budget for that. Yeah? Even if you build the coolest thing and there's no budget, then you will not succeed in implementing this. And of course, having budget also requires top management support. If they don't like it, then you will not go forward with that. Of course, you also need to train and support your users. Why? Because just throwing out an application, a flow, or whatever you build does not guarantee that things are used. And there are many other points that I did not list here. So at the end, I just wanted to use this kind of private story to show you that Power Platform applications is more than just building something cool. It needs a lot of more things around. Okay, at the end, thanks for watching and listening. And as usual, if you have similar experience, maybe from home, from other projects, share it in the comment section or send me an email. Thanks again, and then till next time.